on this Wednesday.
Right.
Welcome back to The Blend.
It's certainly feeling summer-like out there. Well, Michelle Masters and Kathy Pomahawk join us now. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
We're talking about Old Settlers Days coming up and the 5K benefiting the Carrie Lynn Center. What can you tell us about this event?
Yeah, so it happens on June 18th. It begins at 8 a.m. at Hononegah High School. It's a very flat course. It is a certified course for the serious runners out there, but for everyone else who just wants to come out and have a good time, it's a very family-friendly event. We have a great swag bag. I would argue we have the best one in the state line.
The best swag.
Yeah,
That's putting it out there.
What's in the swag bag?
So the swag bag includes a tech t-shirt,
Okay.
a water bottle, the bag itself, which is all themed with the OSD5K theme, which is lime green this year, so I wore a little green just for that today. We also have lots of goodies and giveaways from local sponsors. Many sponsors come into this event and include stuff for us for our swag bag, so not to be missed.
All right. How many people have signed up so far?
About 100 so far. We expect to have between 300 and 350 this year. We had 300 last year. So it's been a growing event. We've raised $10,000 in the past 2 years. So we're very excited about the money that we've raised.
Absolutely. Very exciting indeed. And what does this go towards?
The Carrie Lynn Children's Center. So
That's what Kathy's here about, right?
So can you tell us about it?
I am the director of the Carrie Lynn Children's Center. Well, the short answer is we coordinate child abuse investigations. The little bit more in-depth answer is that we work with law enforcement, DCFS, and the state's attorney's office. When an allegation of abuse is made regarding a child, the system's response should not re-traumatize that child. So at our office, they come and we have forensic interviewers on staff that do the interviews. We have crisis therapists on staff that can provide counseling to the child and to the family. We have advocates on staff that go to court with the families. So we can surround that child with services right from the initial report, so we can make quicker determinations of whether there was abuse or not, and surround the kids that truly need the support with services and send the kids who don't need it on their way.
Can you give us a little history lesson on the Carrie Lynn Center, the name of the center itself? Because that was a story that made headlines, I don't even know, 20 years ago?
Carrie Lynn Gaines was a 22-month-old little girl. In 1990, she lived with her mother and her stepfather.
25 years ago now.
Yeah,
Okay.
Richard Howard. Richard killed Carrie Lynn by kicking her and beating her. As I understand it from court testimony, she lay dying over the course of a couple days, to the knowledge of her mother and her stepdad, no one accessing any kind of help for her during that time, of course, and she ultimately died. Richard buried her in the backyard. Where she laid in that grave until 1997, where they, or 1995, I'm sorry, 1995, and they received an anonymous tip and dug her up and brought him to justice. He is in prison, but yeah, that's.
And Carrie Lynn got a more, certainly a more honorable send-off into after she was recovered, her body was recovered, but that's where the Carrie Lynn Center was born, out of that blatant abuse, that blatant ignorance. That's where the center was born, and you guys have been doing. Have you been able to accomplish some of the goals? Do you continue to strive to help more kids?
We do. You know, the idea is that no child should be forgotten like Carrie Lynn was. We serve about 600 children a year, and actually Michelle and I were just talking that our numbers are increasing as we speak. We are one of about 30 advocacy centers around the state of Illinois, and we are by far one of the busiest in our community. We serve both Winnebago and Boone counties, and we see the highest numbers outside of the Chicago area in our state.
Do you get state funding?
We do. We do.
How's that been going?
It's scary at best.
Okay.
We are stable right now, but what I can say is that they whittle away at our grants all the time, each year. You know, we've lost a great deal of money. I've been director about 9 years, and as an example, we have a tax referendum in Winnebago County, and we've lost over $40,000 just in that referendum and during that time. We've had no increases, but yet we are serving more and more kids with less and less money all the time.
That's where the 5K
That's where the 5K comes in. It makes such a difference for us and helping us stabilize what we're doing, and it goes right into direct services because that's where I need it. So.
Yeah. And you're encouraging people to register for the 5K by the end of the month because there's some discounts available if you register by May 31st, right?
That's right. So it's $30 for an adult, $20 for kids. If you register before June 1st, that also means you're guaranteed the swag bag.
Oh.
However, if you after June 1st, we can't guarantee T-shirts and bags, and it goes up to $40.
All right. Again, that OSD Run Walk is when and where?
June 18th at Hononegah High School. We start right at 8 a.m. Come on out. It's a really good time.
And for more information, go to oldsettlersdays.com. Again, $30 for adults, $20 for children, $40 on the actual day, June 1st, 8 a.m. at Hononegah High School. We'll be right back.